Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My track guide for the GR86 going around Daytona the Moto layout. Let's get into it. In qualifying for turn 1, you want to be all the way up close to the wall. In the race, it's going to be a really good place to try and overtake. I brake once across the yellow line here just in front of us, and I pretty much go to 90-95% brake pressure. And you pretty much want to be easing that off all the way to the inside wall. You want to apex a little bit late to help get earlier on the throttle. But it's most important that you get close to the inside wall, just around the tire barrier. Once I'm at the tire barrier, I'll go on the throttle again, and then I will be using all the room that's needed from the car on the outside. Turn 2 and 3 are flat out. You just want to take the shortest route possible, and after turn 3, you want to be on the left side of the track. Again, turn 4 is also a great place to try and overtake, but for qualifying, be on the left. My braking marker is the pole here on the left. As soon as I get to that, I'll be on the brake and I'll be braking hard. Again, 90% brake pressure, with bleeding that off all the way to the inside curb. Once I'm at the curb, I'll go full throttle again, and you just want to let the car walk out because we have plenty of room on the outside. And a tighter line in this car is not worth it. Just use the curbs if you need to. You should only use the room needed. Now for turn 5, you want to be all the way on the left. Turns 5 and 6 is all about setting up for the exit of turn 6, so we will sacrifice a little bit of speed in turn 5. I brake just before I get to the road here on the left. Again, braking hard, 90-95% brake pressure, and carry that all the way to the inside curb of turn 5. For turn 5, you want to come out on the right side of the track to help open up turn 6 a lot more. You can be a short while on the throttle, just to help stabilize the car a little bit, but you'll soon be off it again. For turn 6, you want to turn in so you hit the inside curb. Then you should be able to go full throttle again, and you should use all the room you need on the outside. For turn 7, you want to be all the way on the right side of the track. You need to be as close as you can to the cones to help open up for turn 7. I brake when I get to the end of the cones here, and I go to about 70% brake pressure. And I hold that all the way to the inside curb. I go for a little bit of a later apex here. I feel that it helps me with turn 8, because I'll be a little bit more on the left side. Once I'm at the curb, I'll go full throttle again. The car's gonna be a little bit unstable just due to the nature of the corner. For turn 8, all we have to do is lift, and I do that just before I get to the corner, and I pretty much cut all of the curb. We need to be as far right as we can for turn 9, and that's because the exit out of turn 9 is very important. All we have to do is lift off the throttle. I do dab the brake for just a few %, but I don't think that was necessary. We have to lift off the throttle and aim for the inside curb. I cut that curb as much as I can, without unsettling the car too much. Just before I get to the curb, I go full throttle again. You might not want to just stamp on it, but do it gradually. If you get onto the outside grass, you went on the throttle too early. Now it's all about driving the shortest distance without strangling the car. But for the bus stop turn 10, 11 and 12, you want to be all the way close up to the wall. Again, we're aiming to have the highest exit speed we can. I turn in on the watt board just in front of us. I cut as much of the yellow curb that I can. In this one, I tap the brake just after the first curb. You can either do that, or you can hold a little bit of brake all the way through the second curb. It's all about setting up for the exit speed out of 12. Once after the second curb, I'm going full throttle. This is taken on a lap-to-lap basis. For the last 2 curbs, you want to cut only the yellow parts to make sure that you don't get an off track. Or if you touch the grass on the last one, you'll get a slowdown. And as I said, that was all about the exit. That was not the best bus stop I've ever done, so I'm sure that's plenty more time in the bus stop. Now it's just about taking the shortest route possible all the way to the start-finish line. This is also where people are going to be battling on the last lap, just because of the draft and because it is so long. So sometimes it might not be the best to be the lead car, and you really want to extract as much speed as you can in every gear. Just stay close to the yellow line all the way around to the start-finish line. And that's my lap around Daytona the Moto layout of a 155.9. If you want more track guides for the GR86, I have more linked down below in the playlist. Hopefully this one helped you. If it did, leave a like down below. Consider subscribing as well. And now for the uninterrupted hot laps.